Hey, it's your girl Shay Shay. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before. Ritaora was supposed to be the next big thing, Jay-Z's new superstar, the UK's answer to Rihanna, a global pop girl in the making, but instead she became a cautionary tale for artists in the 2010s. From messy label politics to a Twitter humiliation heard around the world, today we're breaking down the exact reason why Ritaora flopped.
Good morning, Ritaora. We're talking about you.
Disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take anything said here too seriously. It's just jokes, gossip, and opinions. Please relax and enjoy the video. Now listen, this isn't a hate video. I'm not here to drag Rita just for the sake of it. Because the truth is, her story says a lot about how the music industry treats women artists, especially the ones it builds from the top down. They put millions behind her, crafted this perfect pop image, and told us she was next up. But here's the thing, audiences don't buy what they're told to love, they tend to buy what they feel. And somewhere between the hype, the contracts, and the infamous Twitter humiliations, Rita's whole rollout went from superstar in training to industry case study. So today we're breaking down how it all went wrong, and what her story really says about fame, failure, and the factory behind pop culture.
1, 2, here we go, 3.
So let's start this at the beginning. Ritaora was signed to Roc Nation in 2008, still a teenager from London with big dreams. Jay-Z personally introduced her to the industry, red carpets, A-list parties, fashion spreads, interviews, the whole thing. Everything screamed this is the next big thing. They really were trying to push her as the next Rihanna. And in the UK at first, it seemed like they were right. Her debut singles like R&P and How We Do, Party went to #1. She was on every magazine cover, every award show, and even appeared in some high-profile collaborations. On paper, she was unstoppable, but there was already a problem forming. She was being positioned as a manufactured pop star rather than an artist developing organically. Meanwhile, Roc Nation was working hard to push her into the United States market. They wanted her everywhere: radio, TV, online, you name it. But it didn't just click the same way. American audiences weren't connecting with her music the way the UK had, and suddenly the gap between hype and impact started to show. It wasn't a lack of talent. Rita can sing, she can perform, she can charm a camera. But the timing, the marketing, and the pressure to instantly become a global icon created a mismatch. People saw the polish, the branding, the labels push, but they didn't feel the authenticity. By the time her debut album Aura dropped in 2012, she was already walking a tightrope. Success in the UK, but overlooked in the US, and being positioned as a global superstar before she had built a real emotional connection with audiences. The industry had crafted a star in the lab, but the public wasn't buying it. And that's the first piece of the puzzle, a perfectly polished pop star with all the right backing, ready for superstardom, but already on the path to a career defined by missed opportunities and public perception struggles.
All I have to say is Ritaora, the thing flop. From £20 to £2, from £14 to £7. Rita, come collect your things them from Primark. It flop.
So to understand how Ritaora got the kind of push she did, we got to rewind a little bit back to the early 2010s. When Rihanna was still that girl that was making music, she wasn't just the underwear lady. So around 2012, she had dropped the album Talk That Talk. She was partying hard, skipping rehearsals, showing up late to shows, and let's be real, her label was low-key stressing. The media was calling her unprofessional, and fans were divided after she got back with her ex Chris Brown. The drama was overshadowing the music, and for the industry that was a problem, especially considering that initially she only had a 6-album contract and Talk That Talk was her 6th album. So imagine being Roc Nation at the time. Your biggest female star is unpredictable, she's nearing the end of her Def Jam contract, and suddenly you got this new artist, Ritaora, young, British, polished, and ready to play the game. The timing looked perfect. They had Ritaora doing every magazine cover, every radio promo, getting Jay-Z cameos. The whole rollout felt like they were trying to mold a new pop darling who couldn't scare off brands. But here's the thing, audiences aren't stupid. They could tell that this was artificial, they weren't really rocking with her music, and to be honest, in my opinion, Rihanna seemed to understand also what was going on, and she got her act together and put it all in the music when she came out with her first #1 album, Unapologetic. It made it clear that Rita Ora wasn't going to replace Rihanna, but now she had to compete with her. And if you remember a while back, we discussed the whole Tyler situation and how at some point she really did seem like she was copying Rihanna. You could check that out. I'll put a link to that video at the end of this one. Is you cannot beat someone in terms of number, in terms of presence in pop culture by emulating them, because nobody is going to outdo someone by being the bootleg. Nobody wants to see the imitation. People rather just watch the original.
Rita on the front. Sidebar, tries, I'm like, who is this woman? No. And I say it, I surround myself by lots of young people here at Wendy. I like to, Miss Wendy likes to keep up with things. But you know what's really odd? Even my young people around here are like, we don't know. Jay-Z's former protege, Rita Ora, who I still have no idea who this woman is. I mean, I think of her as a British socialite, like a beautiful girl who walks the red carpet for no reason. And, they're like, what projects are you promoting? She's like, no, I'm just here. Do you know who that is authentically? Clap if you know who that is authentically. All 8 of you.
Now let's touch on a controversy that's been hanging around her image for years. The accusations of blackfishing. You can go on many social media platforms and find videos, pictures, tweets, whatever you want about people realizing she's not black, being surprised she's not black, or finding out that she's actually an Albanian and being surprised that she doesn't have any black ancestry. This is because of Rita's styling. Braids, box braids, darker tanning, and an urban pop aesthetic appeared to many as aligning with black culture or a biracial identity. Now, to be fair, she has herself said that everybody does usually assume that she is black and that she might as well be, but that she isn't. Adopting a pseudo-black identity for many artists does help in terms of the image it creates and the sound that is often associated with black artists. But in Rita's case, the controversy didn't end her career, but it added another layer of complexity and aggravation when it came to her. When you're already navigating questions about authenticity, being called out for image appropriation can move the needle further away from genuine connection. So here's the takeaway. Yes, Rita had the look, the cosign, the label machine, but when audiences started questioning who she was supposed to be, the image lost credibility. And when the image loses credibility, what's left? Not much, really.
So was I the only one that didn't know that Rita Ora is not black? She's not black at all. Who told her it was okay to get these braids? I know her hair is falling out of her damn head. Yes, mama. Okay, African queen. Oh, she's really surfing right here. Woo! Come through, cultural appropriation. Brown skin girl, got skin just like her.
Another reason why her career might not necessarily have gone the way she might have expected is because she's known to have some cringy moments, such as in 2014 when she tweeted that if her post got 100,000 retweets, she'd release a new song. The general public responded by paying her dust and only retweeting about 2,000 times. This instantly became meme material when people were joking around and saying that this is embarrassing. Why would you do this? Nobody can crack 100,000 retweets, especially in a short amount of time. She then went into instant damage control mode by deleting the tweet and claiming that she had been hacked and that she wasn't going to release any songs. This was never her idea, but of course most people on the internet didn't believe her and simply thought that she tried to do something and it didn't work, it failed miserably, and she should have just took the L and moved on. But her response has solidified this as a pop culture flop iconic moment. As for now, Rita Ora does seem to have put her music career on the back burner and is more now of a British socialite, hanging around, participating at award shows, things like that. And she seems to be very content in that lane. But please let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will catch you all in the next video. Shay out.